Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kat. Today I'm doing a HIIT reformer class. How it's going to work is we've got 7 exercises to do. We'll aim to do 12 reps of each. In between each there's a small cardio component. I've already set up my box. You will need your box. For the most part, I'll be using the medium spring resistance, which for me on my reformer is the blue spring. You can always adjust as needed. You may need to go down a little bit to a lighter spring for some of the exercises, so please don't hesitate to change the resistance at any moment. We're going to do the full circuit on one side, and then once we're done, we'll move the box over to the other side and redo it on the opposite side. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is a warm-up. We're going to come laying down on our carriage. You can have your foot bar all the way up, and as I said, the blue spring here is fine. Coming onto your back, so you're going to have your legs hip width. You're going to rest your weight here on your sacrum, so that big flat back, bone at the base of your back. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to do a few pelvic tilts here, so you're just tucking your tailbone, press your lower back down. And inhale, you release back to that neutral spine. And again, exhale, tuck your tailbone, pressing the lower back down, pull the belly button in, and release. And again, pushing down. Careful not to push the carriage out. As you're doing this, you want to stabilize the carriage. You want to think about pushing down versus pushing away. A few more times. Next time, we're going to start to lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Because there's really low resistance, the carriage is going to want to push away. Engage a little bit more through your glutes here and focus on the upward motion here. And slowly lower back down. We're going to do a few more of these. Release to neutral. Exhale. First you tuck, press your lower back down, and then really engage those glutes by pushing your heels down into your foot bar and moving upward. If your carriage pushes out, you're going to have to focus a little bit more on that upward motion. You want to feel your hamstrings really engaging here. It should be on fire. We're going to do 2 more times like this. Exhale, push your back down first, and then going straight up. Keep pulling your carriage in towards the foot bar. And down. Careful not to go up higher than your shoulder blades. You want to maintain your neck nice and neutral. Last one, you're going to come up. We're going to stay here, tiny pulses. Up an inch, release. Up, release. Don't make the movement too big. You want to avoid doing what I just did here, so my carriage pushed away a little bit. I wasn't concentrating enough on my glute and hamstring connection. I want to go up and release. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice and slow. Come back all the way down. Great. You're going to scoot away from your shoulder rest here just to make sure you've got a little bit of space. Take your fingertips behind your head. Push your lower back down gently. Lift head, shoulders, scapula off your mat. Staying here, we're going to pulse it up and up. Every time you pulse, I want you to exhale and exhale. You're bending at the breastbone here, and think about constantly going up, release, up. You want to avoid doing a big range of motion here. We're staying up and pulsing up from here and up. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Take your knees in towards your chest. And you're going to roll over to your side. We're going to come in that mermaid position. So your your right leg is going to be your shin up against the shoulder rest. Your left leg in front. You're going to take the strap, place it around your upper arm, so just above the elbow. Arms come behind your head. Shoulders stay nice and low. Start with a straight spine here. We're going to hinge to the left side or towards your foot bar, come up through center, and then you're going to bend the opposite way. Moving slow, and again, come up through center, grow taller here, lengthen the neck, lengthen the spine, and then you bend sideways. And come to center, and you're gonna bend towards your shoulder rest. We're gonna do one more like this, growing tall every time you come through center, bending towards the foot bar. Keep those elbows wide, keep the shoulders low, and go towards the right. Good, and now we're gonna do a full circle here. So you start bending towards your foot bar. You're gonna pull your belly button in, start to round your upper spine. You're gonna circle out in front of you, coming up towards the shoulder rest side, and then back up to center 2 more times. Moving with your breath, moving slow, we're just warming up here. And last one. Come up, all the way up to center, great job. You can take the strap off. We're not gonna do the other side just yet. First come to hands and knees. Your thighs are gonna be pressing up against your shoulder rest, your hands on the railing. You're in a perfect tabletop position. Keeping your back straight, you're gonna pull the carriage in and then release. And again, pull in and release. And pull, release, 2 more like this. Abs drawn in, last one. Next time you pull the carriage in, you're gonna tuck your tailbone here, come into a flexion of the spine, release the head. You're in that angry cat position, and then lengthen. And again, pull the belly button in, tuck your tailbone. Round, drop the head. Keep pushing your hands down, and release. 3 more. Taking your time here, again, just reminding you we're only at the warm-up stage here. Just want to get your bodies nice and ready for the HIIT workout. Last one. And release. Good, you're going to turn the opposite way. So the leg that's closest to your shoulder rest is the one that bends backwards. Taking the strap, placing it around your arm. Spine is nice and tall, sit upright. We're gonna hinge towards the foot bar, pass through center, and then hinge towards the shoulder rest. And again, 2 more times like this. Elbows wide, shoulders down. 1 more time. Moving with the breath. No need to rush these. And now going for the full circle, start by bending towards your foot bar. Bend at the breastbone, you're gonna circle around your upper spine, up front towards the shoulder rest and back up to center. 2 more times. Should feel nice, should have some fluidity in your movement here. 1 more time. And coming back up to center, good job. Last exercise for the warm-up. Strap and come back down. You're gonna turn to face your foot bar. This time your feet are up against the shoulder rest, your hands are on the foot bar. Hands should be in line with your shoulders. Shoulders away from the ears, really push down through the foot bar here. We're gonna start with a roll down. Your neck is straight, tuck your chin. You're gonna do a full articulation of your spine. You're slowly gonna start to push your hips back. So you wanna take your bum towards your heels. You're still rounding that upper spine. From here, you're gonna extend from the hip joint to push the carriage back. And then extend your spine slightly so you're in a modified plank position. Shoulders away from the ears, keep the spine straight. From here, pull yourself up. You're back at the starting position. And again, tuck your chin. Belly button in, start to round upper spine. Mid-spine, tuck, tuck, add the tailbone, sit back towards your heels, then you push away, extending through your hip joint. Drop the hips, modified plank, pull yourself in. 1 more time, tuck. Let's speed this one up a little bit. Sit back, push it out, and pull yourself in. You're gonna stay in this modified plank position, push the carriage back, and in. 3 more. Push it back, and in. 2 more. Neck is long. Last one, you're gonna push it back. Come in about halfway here. You're gonna stay here. You're gonna bend the hips and push. Bend and push. 2 more. Last one, push the hips out. Modified plank position. Pull yourself in. Sit back onto your heels with your knees wide, toes together. Come into a shell stretch. If you want to grab a quick sip of water, and then we're going to begin with our circuit, starting with exercise number 1. Okay, for this first exercise, you're going to straddle your box. If that's uncomfortable for you, then just step in front of your box. You can push the box out of the way. You're going to take the strap that's right there in front of you. You're going to hold it in your left hand, and then you're going to interlace your right fingertips with your left. Your arms are rounded like you're hugging a big beach ball. Sit nice and low. You're going to keep those knees bent. Keep the shoulders away from your ears. Engage your core. We're going to twist to the right and then release. And twist, release. We're going to do another 10, 9, shoulders low, 8, we're not moving too quickly, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Place the strap down. First cardio component. You're going to straddle the box the other way. We're going to squat, jump, and out. Here we go. We've got 20, and 2, 3, 4, 5. Really go deep into your squat. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. For this next one, you're gonna take your box, move it up a little bit closer towards the front of your carriage. You're gonna come kneeling down onto your right side. Taking the strap, you're gonna place it, place your foot through the block. The strap's gonna go just above or below rather the knee. So not at the ankle, you want to have it closer towards your knee joint. You're going to have your right hand on the box here. You're going to lift your left leg up. So now your left hand can be on your hip, or you can have it on the foot bar here for some support. You're going to flex the foot here. We're going to pull the carriage or the leg back. The carriage will move and then come back to center. And again, push it back and center. And again, pull it back and center. Moving nice and slow here. Squeeze the glutes and release. You want to really flex the foot here. Hold the squeeze and release. And again, pull, squeeze and release. Pull, squeeze and release. And let's do 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. One more. Squeeze it, and release. Carefully come off your box. Remove the strap. We're moving on to the cardio components. You're gonna stand at the edge of your box. We're gonna toe tap it here, alternating. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Okay, this next one is really gonna challenge your balance. We're gonna push the box back to where it was before. You're gonna come standing on your box, facing away from the foot bar. Take the strap into your right hand. From here, you're going to come into squat position. You're going to pull the carriage back so that your elbow's pointing back. That arm's not gonna move. We're just gonna hold the carriage here in place. You're gonna keep your knees bent. You're pushing down through your right leg. You're going to pick up that left foot. From here, we're gonna swing back and then come back up. Here we go. We swing back and up. Carriage does not move. You're pulling the carriage back. Steadying yourself with your arm and your core. Swing and reach, swing, engage your core here. Last 8, and 7, keep that right knee bent, and 6, and 5, you've got this. Keep pulling into your right hand. 4, 3, last 2, good job, last 1, whew. And release. Good, shake out that right leg, it must be on fire. Strap down, moving on to the cardio component. You can turn your box the other way just so you have a bit more space. We're gonna have our hands on the box. We're going to jump over the box, keeping the legs together like so. Here we go. 1, 2, 9, 10, 10 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, you guys. Okay, next exercise. The box comes on the carriage, short way, just in front of the shoulder rest. You're gonna come onto your carriage, on your forearms, push out. We're gonna come into a plank position. Legs can be together. You're going to twist your body to the right, pull the carriage in, push out, twist to the left, and we're alternating sides. Here we go. That's 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push it out, take it back in, carefully come down. We're gonna place the box on the floor again. Now we're gonna set ourselves up in a forearm plank position. Going for mountain climbers with a twist. Forearms down, you're gonna twist opposite knee to opposite elbow and switch. Switch, or you can run them. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10, 9, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Quick shell stretch here, and then we move on. Next exercise, we're gonna grab your extension platform and place it up onto the railing. You want to be a little bit closer towards the pulleys because you're going to need that space here to move. Then we're going to come into a lunge position. You're going to have first, you can take your left foot onto the platform and then come into a lunge. You're going to reach your right foot so the top of your foot is up against the shoulder rest. I'm on the ball of my foot. The front leg stays bent. Sit nice and low. You're gonna pull the carriage in and reach. Pull and reach. Here we go, 12 from here. And 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep that front knee bent, keep the back straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Careful down. We're back to the cardio component. You're gonna come into a squat position. 1 foot on the box, 1 foot on the floor. You're gonna squat, lift the leg, down, and switch sides. Up and down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whew. Halfway there. release, squat. And 5. And 4. 3. 2. Last one. And release. Okay, let's remove the platform for this next one. Some of you may need to adjust the spring tension here to go down to a lighter spring. For me, the blue or medium spring is fine, but if you feel it's too much, if you feel in your lower back, please go down to a lighter spring tension. Because this one can be quite challenging on the back, we're only going to do 6 rounds, and it is 3 exercises, so you will feel it in the core for sure. At any moment you feel in the back, please come down on your knees, take a quick break. So your hands are on the railing. You're going to tuck your toes and lift to a plank position. We're going to drag the carriage in by bending the knees, pulling in and releasing, and then we're going to keep going side. Okay, for the next one, we're going to remove the platform. And we'll be back on the carriage for our resistance training. For some of you, you may need to go down to a lighter spring tension for this one. If you feel it in the back, please stop the exercise and go to a lighter spring. You can always also come down on your knees, take a quick break. We're going to be in a plank position with the hands on the railing, the toes are tucked. Engage your lower abs here and lift up. We're going to have the knees twisted to one side. You're going to pull the carriage in by bending the knees. Extend, come through center, twist the opposite way, pull, release. Now come to center, you're going to do 1 in center. So that's the sequence here we're going to do. Because it is 3 exercises and it is a lot of work for the abs and it can start to feel achy on the lower back, we're only doing 6 rounds. Again, if you feel in the back, please come down, take a quick break or go down to that lighter spring. Ready? Here we go. Start by twisting your knees to the right, pull in, release, twist left, release, come to center, and pull. That's 1. We've got 5 more. Center, twist left, come to center, and pull. And again, abs are working. I'm going to remind you, if you need to, take your knees down. You don't want to be feeling this in the lower back. We're halfway there. Twist one way, twist the opposite way, come to center, 2 more rounds, twist one way, other way, and center, last round, belly band pulls in, your core is nice and strong, and come to center, and release, take a shell stretch here, release any tension in the lower back and your wrists before we move on to the cardio portion. Coming down, you're going to be standing at the end of your box. It's going to be a step on the box, knee up, come down. Once you hit the floor, you switch sides. Up and down. If you want, you can add a jump on the box. Totally optional. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, belly went in, soft landing, halfway there. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Good job. Okay, you guys, here we go. That's our last exercise before we take it on to the other side. Take your box, place it the short way up against the shoulder rest. We're gonna come kneeling down with our right shin on top of the box. You're gonna have the ball of your left foot onto the foot bar. Reach for the strap. You're gonna pull the carriage in slightly so that your right arm, elbows pointing down, fingertips are pointing up. We're going to pull the strap all the way up. So the motion, the work, the effort's coming more from the arm than the leg. The legs are just going along for the ride. You get a nice inner thigh stretch at the same time and pull it in. Here we go. We pull and in. Trying to use your arm, not the legs. And reach. You've got 8, keeping that right shoulder low. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, whew. One more, and 1. Carefully come in and down. And replace the box back onto the floor for everyone's favorite burpees. Finishing off with a bang. So you've done them before. We're just gonna use the box this time to do them. So when you come down, make sure your hands are very wide. You can bend your elbows, push up, step front, and jump. Hands down, step back, bend, and up. Here we go. We've got 20 of these. Take them at your own pace. I'm not gonna count these. I'm just gonna allow you to count yours because I think we're all at different speeds here. Some of you may choose to remove the push-up. Some of you may want to do the push-up on your knees, which takes a little bit more time. So just do your best and aim for 20. You may even remove the jump here and just do a nice deep squat. Many variations to burpees. We're all at different levels. We're all feeling different today. I completely lost count, so keep going. Whew. We'll do 5 more. Finish off, do your best. And when you're done, sit back. Come to a shell stretch, release your back, have some water, towel off, because we've got another side to do. Okay, you guys, let's do this. Hope you're all doing okay. It is a sweaty one, it's challenging, but we're doing it and that's what counts. So if you haven't done so already, transfer everything to the other side of your reformer. I've already moved my mat, my box. If you had changed the spring tension for the ab work at the very end here, make sure you start back onto the blue spring. I think the blue is good for the beginning. And we are going to get started. So first exercise is our twist. You're straddling the box if you want to. Make sure your legs are turned out. Your back is nice and straight. You're engaging the core. Those knees are bent, stacked right over your ankles. You're holding the strap in your right hand. I like to interlace my fingers. Elbows stay bent, shoulders stay low. We're twisting from the core. Here we go. And 2, and 3, 4, 5. Bend those knees. Spine is straight. You're halfway there. No tension in the neck. You're leading from your spine here, from the core, not from the shoulders, not from the head. 4, 3, well, that was a few more. 2, and 1. Good job. Release. Take the strap down. You can turn your box around if you need more space, as I did. Squat jumps onto the box. We've got 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. Soft landing. Bend those knees. Halfway there, and then we're done with this exercise. 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. 1. Whew. Good job. Hang on. Exercise number 2. If you turned your box around, you're going to place it again the long way on the floor, close enough to the front of your reformer. And then you're going to come kneeling down on your left leg, reach for the strap. You're going to place your foot through the strap, You want to have the handle or the loop close to your knee, not at the ankle. It's too heavy to be pulling from the ankle joint. It's just going to put pressure on the knee, and we don't want that. So either just below the knee, it can even be above the knee, that's fine as well. Take your left hand down onto the box. Your right hand can be on the foot bar for support or not. Depends how much springs you're using. Your toes and your knees are pointing forward here. Engage your core, pull back, foot is flexed, squeeze the glutes, and release. And again, so the squeeze is important here at the end. Really squeeze and release. And again, reach, squeeze. Taking your time here. Whew. And pull. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more, you guys. Squeeze it, squeeze it. Keep the foot flexed. Last one. Make it count. Squeeze. Good job. Gently release. Take the strap off. We're going for our toe taps on the box. So you're gonna stand at the end of your box and we toe tap. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are done. Okay, exercise number 3, that balancing challenge. I recommend you push your box a little bit closer this way. You're gonna come standing on your box. You're gonna adjust where you're standing as you're doing this. Legs together. Take the strap into your left hand. First thing you do, you come into that squat position, and then you're gonna pull the carriage back. Your elbows pointing backwards here. Shoulder away from the ear. That whole side is going to be stabilizing you. You're pushing firmly down into the left foot, knee stays bent, pick up your right leg, we swing back and front. Really challenging that balance here, really challenging all the stabilizers. That whole left side is being thrown off balance right now. This is not easy, but you got it. And 8, 7, that arm is on fire, that's normal. Only 4, and 3, 2, push down through your left heel, last one, and come in, foot down, shake it out. That left quad's on fire, obviously. We're gonna do a hurdle over the box, so turn your box the opposite way. You're gonna be standing on one side, both hands come onto the box. We're jumping side to side, here we go. And 10, 9, 7, 6, 4, use your abs, 2, 1, great job. Let's take the box onto the carriage the short way. Make sure it's pressing up against the shoulder rest. We're on our forearms, our plank twist side to side. Pushing out, engage the core, come up, start twisting towards the left, pull the carriage in, push out, twist to the right, that's 1. And 2. Belly button draws in. Legs are working. 8 more. 5, 4, and our thighs on fire. 3, 2, 1 more side to side, and 1. Push it out to finish. Come back in. Carefully drop one knee down, and the other. Placing the box back onto the floor for our mountain climbers on our forearms with the twist. Come down, ready, here we go. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, halfway there. 9, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Knees down, take a quick shoulder stretch. Okay, great news, you guys. We are more than halfway there. Moving on, place the extension platform onto the railing. You know the drill. Come to standing. This time, it should be, if you were doing the same side as me, it should be your right foot on the platform. Come to that nice low lunge here. Front knee stays bent. We pull the carriage in and out. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 more, 7, keep your spine straight, 5 more, you got this. Only 4, that's nothing. 3, 2, and 1, and release. Careful when you come off. Coming down sideways here. Box is still this way down. Squat, leg lift to the side, alternating. One leg on the box, one on the floor. Squat, lift, squat, jump over. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're halfway there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, 1, and release. Good job. Okay, hope you're feeling as great as I am right now. Take the platform off. So this is the one where earlier I suggested if you want to go down to a white spring, you can do so. So if you'd use the white spring on the other side, probably do the same this way. Coming into your plank position, tuck your toes, start by twisting your knees to the left. We pull it in, twist right, and pull to center. That's 1, we're doing 6. Twist left, twist right, and center. Twist left, twist right, and center. Halfway there. Working those obliques, working those lower abs, even working those thighs. 2 more rounds. Okay, 1 more count. Make it nice. Make it count, you guys. Twist, twist other way, and in center. Knees down or hips up. Release your back. Quick break here. And coming off the carriage, our knees up with a jump or not on the box. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Use your arms. Keep pulling your belly button in here. Okay, we're halfway there. And then only one exercise to go after this. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Final exercise. Bittersweet feeling right now. Take the box, place it up the short way against the shoulder rest. We will be kneeling on top of the box with your left leg. Reach for your strap in the left hand, and then your right foot comes up onto the foot bar. Kneeling upright, you bend that left elbow, fingertips point up, reach, going for a nice inner stretch thigh at the same time, but the work's coming from that left arm. And pull. Shoulders working tons here. You're not using that right leg to push. That was just going along for the ride. And 8. We're getting ourselves ready for the next cardio blitz. which requires a lot of shoulder strength, are burpees. And again, push. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. 1. Release, always carefully coming down your carriage. Box will be back onto the floor because we will use it for the burpees. Remembering all the modifications, variations that we have when doing these. I'm not going to count them to allow you to go at your own pace. Count 20 or do your best. Here we go. This is it. Then we're done. Great, you guys. Soft landing if you're jumping. Remembering that the jump is optional. You can just do a squat. The push-up is optional. And up. Keep going. Try to aim for your 20. Or if you've had enough, you come down on your knees. Take a shell stretch. I'm gonna count 5 more here, but please finish however many you want to do. And 1 more. Good job. Take your knees down nice and wide. Toes together, hands stay on the box. Sit back, come to a nice shell stretch. Great work, everyone. I don't know about you, but I am drenched in sweat. Let's just finish off with a quick stretch and cool down. You can push the box out of the way. Keep the blue spring on. You're gonna come standing on whichever side of the reformer you're on. Leg closest to your carriage, you're gonna place the foot up against the shoulder rest. Keeping the front knee bent here, coming into a nice lunging position. From here, you can extend the front leg and bend. And again, extend the front leg and bend. 3 more. 2. And 1. Take it back all the way in. Pull the carriage in. Come to hands and knees. We're going to do a few of the roll downs we did in the warm-up. 2 more. Moving the spine. Releasing any possible tension we may have accumulated during the workout. And step off to the opposite side. Keeping the front knee bent first, come into the lunge, hold it here for a little bit. And then you're gonna extend the front leg and bend. Only 3 to go. 2. And 1. Good. Come back onto your carriage. Again, 3 roll downs here, tuck your chin. Push your hips to your heels, extend, modified plank. Hold in, good job. 2 more. Moving with your breath. 1 more. And release. Good, you're gonna untuck your toes here. Come to kneeling down if this is possible for you. Reach your fingertips underneath the carriage. You're going to start to lift your bum. Pull the carriage. You wanna feel your shoulder blades pulling apart. Your head is down. And release. Open your arms, interlace your fingers at your lower back. Reach your arms. And release. Deep inhale here. You're gonna reach your right arm up, hinge towards your left side. Coming up, other side. Left arm goes up. You hinge towards the right. Coming up, final deep inhalation here. Taking your hands together into prayer. Exhaling through heart center. You guys are done. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you again for another workout. Take care. Aloha.